This is the I Am series with Christine Hart-Savage. The I Am Sacred Fire. The I Am Sacred Fire is one of the most powerful, intense, amazing, alive, buzzing, all-consuming, electrifying and almost simultaneously terrifying and rapturous experiences I've ever had. That was a mouthful, wasn't it? It was absolutely alive and absolutely extraordinary. There's just no language for it. I named this particular experience the sparkler effect. It was just like a sparkler in the way that it was a loud, crackling, buzzing, luminous, sparking white fire that consumed the upper part of my body. I was in a very deep, still, sort of immeasurable silence when a stream of blazing white, vibrating, alive type of substance that I have no label for came from above me and consumed the upper part of my body. It felt like my head, my neck, shoulders, and down to my middle chest totally disappeared. And I became an intense, effervescent, sparkling, luminous, roaring white fire. I had no idea what was happening to me. I couldn't move. All I could do was experience it. This is one of many, many unusual and incredible experiences I've had over the years. I searched for many years before I found answers to my experiences and was so incredibly thankful to receive the teachings of the I Am, which explained so many things and gave me a deeper understanding of the amazing light beings that we are. I've studied the I Am daily for 15 years now, and I continue to learn and deepen my experiences and understanding. You are a spark from the heart flame of the grand and mighty intelligence. Imagine it this way. There is a huge, beautiful, amazing, radiant fire burning powerfully. A spark flies out from this grand fire, and now this spark exists as a small fire in its own right. It exists separate to the grand fire. And I ask you, can its essence ever be anything but the grand fire it came from? The spark exists in the sameness, the exactness, the image of the fire it was born of. At its core, it can't be anything else but that fire. In case of humanity, you have been given the gift of life by splitting off from a greater form of life. As one of our great metaphysical masters said, I and the Father are one. At your core, you are the spark from the greater fire. You exist because of its existence, and only because of its existence. It gave birth to you. It gave you life. At your core, it is you and you are it. So what does this mean for you in a practical sense in the day-to-day living of life? A deeper comprehension of who and what we are brings with it great freedom. The experience and deeper understanding of this greater truth has brought such incredible freedom and peace into my life on an internal level. This knowledge opens the door to an inner life of great depth, beauty, stillness, appreciation, reverence, presence, compassion, love, insight, wisdom, honour, gentleness, strength, power, grace and belonging. A lot of words there, but it's hard to describe. The words I'd read about so often in books took on new life. I became the experience of oneness, of radiance, of love. I was it and it was me. I searched my whole life for something I anguished for, like an emptiness, a longing to go home. I was really desperate in my suffering. I didn't quite know what I was looking for, but this was it. It was at the point of my breakdown when I couldn't hold on anymore. I couldn't push through any longer, that there was nothing left. And it was when I was drawn to my knees, broken and helpless, that the door was open to me. It declared itself in all its glory. It rose within me. A crowning glory of blazing light drew me into it. I experienced a most high, powerful, merciful and loving energy, ever so tenderly embracing my soul and loving me, loving my very essence. It's hard to put into words, that it was like joy flooding forth from eternity. It's like my heart weeping with elation and reverence. It was going home. I had found home. It's within us. I really have no words to describe my experiences, as they belong beyond language. I can only try to paint a picture for you through a very seemingly primitive and lacking sensory description. I became an eternal well of rapture, a state of oneness and elation. I was the micro and the macro of all. I was all-knowing and ubiquitous. I understood everything in that moment. Everything is connected. The old cliche is true. We are all one. Every person does have a choice around their life, and they can expand in knowledge and understanding of themselves and life. The only way to find out is to start experiencing yourself. You may consciously grow this fire inside you if you choose to, so that it continues to flourish and expand its radiance and beauty, becoming an even brighter, more wonderful, more expansive, ever-glowing radiant flame. Or we can just ignore it and let it continue as a small spark, never realizing its greater potential. Either way, we are still in the truest of essence, the fire from where we came. In truth, we can't be anything else. It seems such a waste of life to not be developing and expanding the magnificent fire within. Your greatest potential as a human being exists within this blazing fire of cosmic intelligence. It knows all. It is perfection. It is the perfect blend of love, power, and wisdom, and it's inside you. You are amazing and beautiful beyond description. The personality or the outer self clothes this divine spark that you are. You develop so many coverings as you progress through life on a day-to-day basis. But underneath the outer garments that you've collected over your lifetime, you are always the unchanging eternal spark. It doesn't matter what you have done or not done with your life, you are still a part of the sacred fire. Please look at the I Am series. Module 1, I Am Connected, is coming up shortly. You can check this out on breatheforlife.com.au. This is Christine Hart-Savage.